Part 1 to Understanding Bateriku and its Business Model. Bateriku provides a useful example of how a relatively simple product can become the foundation of a much broader business ecosystem. At first glance, the company may appear to be primarily in the business of selling and replacing automotive batteries. However, when we examine the Bateriku Business Model Canvas more closely, we can see that the company is actually operating a technology-enabled automotive assistance network. The core problem Bateriku addresses is straightforward. When a vehicle battery fails, the customer often cannot drive to a workshop. Traditional automotive retail therefore creates friction at exactly the moment when the customer needs help most. Bateriku reverses this process. Instead of requiring the customer to travel to the service provider, the company brings the product and technician to the customer. This creates immediate value through convenience, speed, and reduced disruption. Over time, Bateriku has expanded beyond battery replacement. Its ecosystem now includes roadside assistance, towing jumpstart support, tire services, fuel delivery, locksmith assistance, workshops, fleet support, digital ordering, and a growing physical Pitstop network. This expansion changes the nature of the business. Bateriku is no longer simply selling batteries. It is increasingly helping customers restore and maintain mobility. That distinction is important because customers experiencing a breakdown are not primarily looking for a battery. They are trying to get their vehicle moving again. For example, imagine a customer whose car will not start before an important meeting. The customer does not want to compare 10 battery brands or search for nearby workshops. The immediate need is reliable assistance, accurate diagnosis, fast replacement, and confidence that the problem has been resolved. Bateriku's business model is designed around solving that complete problem. Its Faro mobile technicians provide field service capability, while BP Renault operators and pit stops expand local coverage. Digital platforms coordinate customer requests, dispatch, service tracking, and operational information. This combination creates a hybrid model involving technology, physical infrastructure, products, people, and external partners. The key lesson is that strong business models often emerge when a company stops thinking only about the product it sells and starts thinking about the broader customer outcome it can deliver. In the next part, we will examine who Bateriku serves, what value it provides, and how those customers interact with the business. Part 25 Customer Segments, Value Propositions, Channels and Relationships. The customer-facing side of the business model. Canvas explains who the company serves and why those customers choose it. Bateriku serves several customer groups. Private vehicle owners remain the most visible segment. These customers may need battery replacement, roadside assistance, or other automotive support. Motorcycle owners represent another segment through motorcycle battery products and related services. Fleet operators and corporate customers are also important because vehicle downtime can directly affect business productivity. A delivery company, for example, may lose revenue every hour one of its vehicles remains unavailable. Bateriku also serves another less obvious group, automotive entrepreneurs. Through Varo and BP Renault programs, individuals and businesses can participate in the Bateriku ecosystem as technicians, operators, or service partners. Now consider the value proposition. Bateriku's strongest value is convenience during a moment of high customer urgency. Instead of telling a stranded motorist to find a workshop, the company attempts to bring assistance directly to the vehicle. That value proposition includes fast on-site battery replacement, roadside assistance, nationwide service access, trusted installation, warranties, and increasingly broader automotive support. Speed alone is not enough. Customers also want confidence that the correct battery will be installed, transparent service, professional technicians, and reliable follow-up if something goes wrong. Bateriku delivers this value through multiple channels. Customers can interact through the website, mobile application, call center, hotline, pit stops, Faro technicians, BP Renault operators, social media, and corporate partnerships. This is important because automotive emergencies happen in different contexts. A digitally confident customer may use an application. Someone stranded on the roadside may prefer to call a hotline. Another customer may simply walk into a nearby pit stop. Customer relationships are therefore built around emergency response, communication, service tracking, warranties, complaint handling, and repeated automotive needs. A good customer experience during a breakdown can become especially powerful. If someone receives reliable help at a stressful moment, that interaction may create greater trust than an ordinary retail transaction. The broader business opportunity is therefore to convert emergency transactions into longer-term customer relationships. Once Bateriku has helped someone with a failed battery, the company can potentially support future needs involving tires, workshops, towing, insurance, diagnostics, or fleet services. The next part will explain how Bateriku generates revenue and which resources and activities make this value proposition possible. Part 3: Thine revenue streams, key resources and key activities. A strong value proposition is only sustainable if the company can deliver it economically. Bateriku generates revenue through several related activities. Battery sales remain a major commercial foundation. The customer purchases a battery together with the convenience of delivery, diagnosis, and installation. Roadside assistance creates additional revenue opportunities through services, such as towing, jumpstart support, tire assistance, fuel delivery, and locksmith services. Workshop services further expand the revenue base, while fleet and B2B arrangements can generate more recurring demand. This diversification is strategically important. If Bateriku relied entirely on battery replacement, customer transactions would naturally be infrequent. Most motorists do not replace their batteries every month. Adding adjacent automotive services allows the company to increase customer lifetime value. For example, a customer who originally used Bateriku for a battery replacement could later require tire support, towing, workshop servicing, or another roadside service. Delivering those services requires several important resources. One major resource is the Pitstop network. With more than 250 locations reported in 2026, physical coverage helps Bateriku position products and services closer to customers. Vero technicians are another critical resource because they provide mobile fulfillment. Bpreneur operators expand that network further by enabling external entrepreneurs to participate in service delivery. Technology is equally important. The platform must help coordinate customer requests, technician assignment, inventory availability, location, service status, and operational information. Bateriku's brand, customer base, product portfolio, and data are also increasingly valuable resources. These assets support the company's main activities. First, Bateriku must manage dispatch effectively. When a customer requests help, the right technician must be assigned quickly. Second, inventory must be managed carefully. A technician arriving quickly has little value if the correct battery is unavailable. Third, the company must deliver roadside and automotive services consistently. Fourth, technology platforms must remain reliable because they connect different parts of the ecosystem. Finally, Bateriku must continually recruit, train and support Pitstops, Veros, BPpreneurs and other partners. Consider the operational challenge. A customer may expect help within a relatively short period. Behind that simple promise are inventory planning, technician availability, routing, product matching, communication, payment, installation, and quality control. This is why operational excellence becomes part of the value proposition itself. In the next part we will examine partnerships, costs, and how the complete Bateriku business model canvas works as an integrated system. Part 420: Partnerships, Cost Structure, and how the model works together. Bateriku's business model depends heavily on an ecosystem of partners. The company does not need to own every capability required to solve every automotive problem. Battery and automotive suppliers provide products and components. Workshops and towing operators contribute specialist capabilities. Insurance companies and mobility providers can connect additional customers to the platform. Vero and Bpreneur participants provide distributed fulfillment capacity, technology, payment, fleet, and strategic partners support further expansion. This partnership model allows Bateriku to broaden its service offering without building every capability internally. For example, developing a nationwide towing fleet entirely from company-owned vehicles would require significant capital. Partnering with existing operators can provide broader coverage with greater flexibility. However, partnerships also create a management challenge. Customers do not usually distinguish between a Bateriku employee and an external service partner. If the service is poor, the customer will normally associate that experience with the Bateriku brand. Therefore, training, standards, service level expectations, and performance monitoring become essential. The cost structure reflects the complexity of this network. Major costs include battery and product procurement, technician incentives and labor, Pitstop operations, technology infrastructure, logistics, dispatch, marketing, customer support, and administration. Inventory is particularly important. Automotive batteries come in different specifications, and the appropriate product must be available near enough to the customer to support rapid fulfillment. Network expansion therefore creates both opportunity and risk. Opening more pit stops can improve coverage and shorten response times. Yet locations with insufficient transaction volume could increase costs without generating adequate returns. The entire BMC should consequently be viewed as one interconnected system. Customer segments create demand. The value proposition attracts those customers. Channels capture and route their requests. Customer relationships build trust. Revenue streams convert that demand into income. Resources and activities enable fulfillment. Partners expand capabilities. The cost structure determines whether the system is economically sustainable. This creates an important network effect. More pit stops and technicians can improve coverage. Better coverage may attract more customers. More transactions can improve network utilization and justify further expansion. The cycle only works, however, if quality and profitability remain under control. Growth for its own sake is not enough. The final part will examine the value proposition canvas, Bateriku's competitive position, key risks, and strategic priorities for future growth. Part 5: Define value proposition fit. Competitive advantage and strategic direction. The value proposition canvas helps us understand why customers choose Bateriku. At the moment they experience a vehicle problem, start with customer jobs. A stranded motorist may need to restart the vehicle, replace a failed battery, arrange towing, find reliable automotive assistance, or minimize disruption to work and travel. Fleet operators face similar needs at a larger scale, because every unavailable vehicle may affect business operations. These jobs are accompanied by several customer pains. A breakdown creates uncertainty. Customers may worry about long waiting times, incorrect diagnosis, unreliable technicians, unexpected pricing, or whether the correct battery will be installed. They may also face the inconvenience of arranging towing or coordinating several different service providers. Bateriku's value map is designed to address those problems. Products and services include on-site battery replacement, 24/7 roadside assistance, mobile technicians, pit stops, towing, jump-start support, tyre assistance, fuel delivery, locksmith services, workshops, fleet support, and digital ordering. Pain relievers reduce the need for customers to travel, shorten waiting time, simplify coordination, and provide access to multiple services through one ecosystem. Gain creators include faster recovery of mobility, nationwide accessibility, service visibility, professional installation, and greater peace of mind. The strongest fit occurs when Bateriku solves the customer's complete mobility problem with minimal effort from the customer. This also explains the company's competitive advantages. First, a large physical and mobile network creates broader service coverage. Second, the combination of digital ordering and physical fulfillment creates convenience. Third, Bateriku can cross-sell multiple automotive services. Fourth, Vero and Bpanor provide a scalable network model. Fifth, proprietary products, data, technology, and emerging EV capabilities can deepen the company's position in the automotive ecosystem. Competition from companies such as Carput remains important. The long-term battle is not simply about who can sell or deliver a battery. Competitive strength will increasingly depend on response time, network density, service quality, customer trust, range of solutions, and operating economics. Several strategic priorities follow from this analysis. Bateriku should increase revenue per customer by expanding repeat and preventive services. Pitstop economics should be monitored carefully using transaction volume, margins, inventory turnover, and service radius. Service quality must remain standardized across technicians, entrepreneurs, and partners. Customer data can support reminders, personalized offers, and stronger retention. Fleet relationships offer recurring transaction opportunities, while EV capabilities should be developed selectively in areas where Bateriku's existing network creates a genuine advantage. The broader lesson from Bateriku is clear. A successful business model does not simply combine 9 independent boxes. It creates a system in which customer needs, operations, partners, technology, revenue, and costs reinforce one another. When those components work together effectively, an ordinary product such as an automotive battery can become the entry point to a much larger mobility services ecosystem.